Have you ever noticed how young children instinctively say, "Hey, that's mine," or "I want that," like over and over? But have you ever witnessed the moment when a child first says, "What about them?" That moment, when a child begins to notice someone else's needs, it's not just a cute thing, it's a sign of real growth. Imagine a 5-year-old in a toy store. She's holding the doll that she's been begging for. And then she notices her younger sibling standing quietly, staring at a different toy. And for the first time, instead of insisting that she gets her doll that she wants, she puts her doll back and says, "Let's get that one for them instead." It's a small thing, but it's a giant, giant leap in maturity. It's the beginning of seeing the world beyond oneself. The Torah teaches us that this kind of growth is exactly what made Moshe Rabbeinu who he was. In this week's Parsha, it says, "Vayigdal Moshe," Moshe grew. But we already know that from previous psukim that Moshe grew up physically. So this is not describing a physical growth, rather it's describing emotional and spiritual maturity. The very next words say, "Vayetze el achav, vayar b'sivlotam." He went out to his brothers and he saw their suffering. Moshe didn't just notice pain, he allowed himself to be affected by it. That's what it means to truly grow, to step outside of our own comfort and see the struggles of others. This is one of our central jobs as parents and educators. We're not just raising children to behave well, we're also helping them to take their first steps towards vayar b'sivlotam, to really notice others, to care, to ask, how is someone else feeling? For younger children, it might mean encouraging sharing, empathy, or noticing a friend who's left out. For older children, it might mean sensitivity, responsibility, or standing up for someone who's struggling. These moments don't happen all at once, they're built quietly and consistently over time. Later in Parshat Shemot, Moshe is given another lesson in maturity, this time at the sneh, at the burning bush. Hashem tells him, "Sal na'alacha ma'al raglecha." Remove your shoes from this place. Why? Because where you're standing is a makom kadosh, it's a holy ground. Why did Hashem tell him to remove his shoes? Because shoes separate us from the ground beneath us. Taking them off is an act of humility, of recognizing this moment, this space is different. It's a holy space. This is a very powerful lesson for our children. How do we teach them to recognize kedusha in how they walk into a shul, in how they speak in a classroom, in how they approach Torah, tefillah, and special moments? We teach them that not all spaces and not all moments are the same. I remember once seeing a young boy walk into shul, and he was wearing his special Shabbat shirt, and his father leaned down and whispered to him, "Remember, we're in Hashem's house now." And the boy paused, and he stood up a little bit straighter, and he looked around, and he whispered back to his father, "Hashem is here?" I remember seeing that. That moment really stayed with me. It was this child's first step towards understanding what a makom kadosh really means. Moshe teaches us two foundational lessons for growth. True maturity means learning to see beyond ourselves, and true kedusha begins with humility and awareness. As parents and educators, our mission is to guide our children towards both, to help them grow not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually, into people who can notice others, to respect kedusha and stand in awe of Hashem. Wishing you all a Shabbat Shalom.